recording has been started, but I am not yet ready. Guess what? I heard this quote in the morning. I was just reading the quote. In a walk back out in the morning, that the quote said was, it was like this. Can I read the quote for you? It's a very beautiful quote. It's a very beautiful quote. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna read it for you. God never gives you a dream that matches your budget. He's not checking your bank account. He's checking your faith. It hit me so hard, and kind of makes sense as well, right? So you have to give me like a minute so that I just close this code and 41 seconds, 42 seconds. Conversational video, a conversational video. In this one video, we are going to talk about what? We are going to talk about one of the most interesting things, that is 4 cool ways to close high ticket client money strategies for introvert entrepreneurs. So, if you have watching this video, like today is what, 31st of May. We are recording this on 31st of May 2022, and I have been closing a lot of high ticket clients. A lot of this I just want to make money, and I found it very interesting that I could have made money from past 6 months because I knew the strategy, but it was like hiding on a blind spot that I couldn't do that. And one of the reasons that is when you want to work with serious people, you need to charge them more so that they take action. Like when the people started to pay you more, you are adding more value to them. You're adding more value to them. The more tactical support you're giving, and the more support you're giving to them, what is happening is they are kind of speed in what they're doing. Plus, you get to make money. They get results, you get money. Win-win-win situations. I've been doing a lot of testing and tweaking. So in this one video, we're going to talk about focus. If you want to learn anything when it comes to, not everything, like I'm not an expert here, I've been doing it for last 12 days, but if you want to learn anything from me when it comes to high ticket, just in this channel, just search for high ticket. You'll be able to find everything when it comes to high tickets, like money strategies. Cool. So 4 cool ways to close high ticket. Now, for definition, selling is different, closing is different for me. Selling is you show them the product, they might buy it or they might not buy it. That's, you're doing a sales pitch. Coming to closing, conversions, that is the place where the transaction is made. So this video we talk about 4 cool ways to close. Like what can, once you pitch the product and they are kind of hesitant, it's like maybe, may not be. So that point you can use this tactical part of it. That is going to be more beneficial for you. Point number 1 is ask them to decide. Now this is something that I've reached, like you need to be pushing them to decide, not sounding desperate, not sounding annoying, but then you're kind of pushing them to make the decision. Like ask them to make the decision, help them to make the decision for them. For example, if for example, if they're hesitant now that you're on the cliff, they are on the cliff, and even you're on the cliff, like whether you need to say yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. So both are on the cliff. Now you help them decide for them. How do you do that? Tell them, why is this mastermind, for example, why is this mastermind beneficial for you? How is this going to be beneficial for you? How is this going to be beneficial for you in your daily life? Like, okay, if you have a target of 45 days, if you have a target of 60 days, if you have a target of 30 days, what are the things you can accomplish? So why are you showing them? You're showing them how is going to help them, and okay, why is it important for you to go? And when you kind of go deep into talking about why is it important for you, and you're showing them the how parts, like today we do this, tomorrow we do this, you showing them all the steps for them so that they can envision, okay, by this time I'll be able to do this, okay, by that time I'll be able to get that result. So when you're helping them make decisions, so think about it. When you say, hey, let me not decide today, let me decide tomorrow, and let me sleep over it, let me think over it, let this marinate, let this think over it. What you're actually doing is you already made a decision. You're not confused. You are either you're on, like you're 51%. You've already made the decision. So you're not 50%. You are either of it. Either you're 49%. You're going to say no, or either they are on the 51%. They are going to say yes. So when someone says like let me sleep over it, they have already made the decision within themselves. Now they just have to rationalize it and come and tell it to you politely that this is the reason that I'm going forward. So just to avoid that, you help them take an action within the cause. Like you help them decide. Cool. Point number 2, make them envision. Okay. Now defining what envisioning is over here is see, envisioning what that person is going to be, how that person is going to be evolved in a month, in say 2 months, in 3 months, like what are the results? For example, if you are helping them lose weight, okay, month 30th May, for example, 30 days from now, you are going to get this result. You might not necessarily hit the goal that we spoke about, but then you might be able to hit this milestone, because goals are like steps of a milestone. Like, okay, we are going to hit this in week 1, we are going to hit this of week 2, and how are you going to feel? Like, let make them close eyes. Like, okay, this is what you mean. And when you make them envision, they are going to have it come with a smile. Anchor that smile, anchor that motivation, anchor that inspiration. Like, now you can go ahead invest, so that when you can invest, we can start, like, I can start working with you on a personally, and we can fix up the date and the time immediately in this call. Like, we don't even have to wait to decide anything. So, like, there are no meetings after this one. It is only work from this moment onwards. Cool. Third cool way is share your cool game plan. Share literally everything that you're going to share with them. It's like, okay, 45 days goal is done. Great. Okay. 45th day, you're going to reach that goal. That is your result. You're going to hit, for example, if you're helping them, like, from 95 kgs, you're taking them to on the way to 91 kgs. Cool. We are going to hit 91 kgs day. Okay. How do we do that in 45 days? Okay. 44th day we do that. 43rd day we do that. You keep on bringing them. Okay, this is what is supposed to be doing. We are supposed to be done tomorrow, since the transaction is made now. And when the transaction is made from tomorrow, this is your game plan. Or say, for example, if you're doing this call in the morning basis, okay, today today evening, by today evening, we'll finish this book as well. So today becomes a day 1, and 45 days becomes closer. And if you kind of push them, like, if you start tomorrow, 45 days going to slightly be a day further. And the more you take time to decide that goal that you have, it keeps on pushing. And how many times have you pushed the goal? You can trigger that, push that tactical angle into it. Share them your cool game plan. Point number 4 is make them take an action. You don't let them go without they taking an action. This is very important, because this is one of the mistakes that I did, is like, I did not make them take an action within the college. Like, okay, I just want confirmation transaction that has made, because when they say they need time to think, you kind of give them a day or 2 days or 3 days. Third day, they might say no to you. You are expecting money, but then on third day, they might come with a reason, an excuse, or whatever that is. It might be a valid reason, it might be an excuse. Like, they're not interested in. What happens is, there is 3 days of camp. You don't even want to give them 3 hours. You just like, okay. The point was, make them take an action. You add so much of value. Like, we are going to do this, everything's for you. Like, take this link over here, make the transaction. You need not have to necessarily make the 100% transaction, because this is high ticket. This is going to actually cost them on their pocket. This is going to cost them. They have to think about it. So what you do is, okay, you don't have to pay 10,000 for me. You don't even have to pay 20,000. You don't even have to pay, like, whatever the big amount is, say 25,000. You don't have to pay 25,000 rupees. You just have to pay, say, 20% today, so that I can confirm you for the rest of the month, because there are people waiting, and I just want that now that you're serious and you know everything, I just wanted to confirm by 20%. You can just transfer 20% to me, and we can meet tomorrow and start the classes. Point number 1. Method number 2 is you can transfer 50% now, and I'll give you the game plan, and we can start working from today onwards. Or if you have if you have called like after 2 days or 3 days, what you can do is you pay me confirmation on 50% right now, and the rest pay it on the first call that we do, or before the first call we do. So you can collect cash, you can collect money on or before the first call itself. One becomes confirmation, one becomes also, it starts from that moment onwards. So apply these 4 cool tactics, because this is something that I've been using myself. Like, this is fresh from the oven. So I don't know when you're watching this, but then 31st of May 2022 is fresh from the oven. That I've like, ask them to decide, make them individual, share your cool game plan with them, make them take an action. And within the call, one more thing that I missed out over here is, when you make them take an action within the call, what you do is give them homework. It's like, this is, you do these things now. This is after the transaction is made, or even before the transaction is made. They can take like 30 minutes. Okay, I'm going to transfer the money in 30 minutes or 3 hours. Great, you can do that in 33 hours. But then you can also do this homework, and when we meet, keep this ready. So you are ending the call with them taking an action, giving them assignment, and making them move forward. So they are now more inspired to do things. It's like, okay, dude, this guy is giving me so much, this girl is giving me so much. Like before even I make the payment, I'm going to like, you are kind of helping them rationalize why they have to pay money to you at the moment. Cool? 10 minutes down. Thank you so much for making this video be the topic a part of your day. I'm going to see in another video that I'm going to write like a couple of mistakes even I made that is going to be covered in the next video. 4 mistakes we all can make while selling high ticket. So you can just search for high ticket again and find this video. When we kind of go down with like 4 mistakes that I did or I might potentially do. So we are covering both that over there. And I'm going to see you in that video. May peace and blessings be upon you and your Lord. Thank you so much. See you there.
تسر أسارير وجه صبيح تسر أسارير وجه صبيح سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح تنهدى يا